I'm going to get some of the numbers wrong because they're becoming staggering. President Trump's visit, diplomacy to Saudi Arabia and the Middle East is becoming historic. First, on the financials, President Trump and the Saudi prince signed a contract, lots of contracts today. On the financials, they just signed a contract this morning for Saudi Arabia to purchase 30 Boeing jetliners at a price of $1.5 billion. This is after they already purchased 45 Boeing jetliners in April. They continued that Saudi Arabia has committed on paper to spend an additional $600 billion in the United States, including $142 billion on defense, America's newest jet fighters, and other top military equipment. Qatar, some people say Qatar, I believe it's Qatar, QTAR, signed a contract with President Trump this morning to buy 210 brand new Boeing commercial jetliners, the largest purchase in Boeing history, for a staggering $200 billion. This was a country that during the election had a $10 million bounty on Trump's head. And here he is signing, shaking hands with the President, Premier, King of Qatar, who now is joining Saudi Arabia, United States, and the industrialized peace nations of the world. Now, speaking of peace, this is historic. Syria, one of the world's great terrorist countries, has now signed a contract with President Trump's diplomacy mission in Saudi Arabia to become a country of peace, joining the peaceful nations on earth, and saying they will be a nation of peace and begin taking care of their country, their people, and prosperity. What President Trump is doing, it's world historic. Think of what would have happened if Hillary would have got elected, or if Kamala Harris would have got elected. Hillary was a Democrat warmonger. Crazy warmonger. Kamala was an idiot Democrat warmonger. Oh, Saudi Arabia also signed a contract with President Trump today that they will now also get involved. Don't know the details, but they signed a contract. They are now also getting involved to stop the Russia-Ukraine war. This whole world was about to blow up. You had the entire Middle East. You had Palestine attacking Israel. You had Syria, or Iran, which was funding Palestinian Hamas. You had the Biden administration and Obama, which had lifted oil embargoes on Iran, and they were bringing in $80 billion a day in oil. Trump had stopped it, and they were using that money to fund terrorism, Hamas and the Houthis. And Qatar was also funding Iran's global terrorism in the region. So you had the entire Middle East about to go up in global war. I mean, you had Yemen and Syria and Qatar and Iran, and that's all becoming peaceful under President Trump. and the allies in the Middle East that are coming on board alongside him. Now you got allies, big allies, that are teaming up together to stop the Ukraine-Russia war. I don't know what's going to happen with China and Taiwan. We shall see. But good things are happening. Hope and joy. Oh, I shouldn't even say this, because they're fake and phony and deceitful and communist and liars, but MSNBC-CP actually glorified President Trump this morning. They must have had to take 17 bottles of Advil to do that, and followed it with a bottle of vodka, each one of them, on Morning Joe.